Hi and welcome to Page Odyssey. In this video I'm gonna show you how to build this tool, which is a bookbinding cradle for you to use in your bookbinding projects. It's very simple to do. I'm gonna show you in a few, and you're going to use just simple tools like a drill, a saw, glue, and a piece of corner molding. See you in the video. Now you have the list of materials we are going to need in this project. So we have a corner molding, a saw, a drill, wood glue, and super glue. Here I'm inspecting the corner molding, which is going to be our main material to do this project. The first thing I'm gonna do is to take a piece of paper. In this case it's an entire sheet of letter paper, which is a good size for my projects, but you can do the size that you want. But for me it's gonna work. Once it's marked with the pencil, now I can use a vise to hold the piece in a more stable way. Now what I'm doing here is just marking where I'm gonna cut with the saw. Since this wood is soft, I don't need to do too much effort to cut. A simple saw it's enough for this job. And as you can see here, I'm just doing other pieces until I have my 4 pieces of wood that I'm going to use. Here we have our 4 pieces already cut, and I'm doing some inspection just to see if they are good quality, if they are not cracked, and if there's not so many splinters. Just an overall check of quality. And I'm also doing a test of putting them together, which is going to be the final form, to see if they will work together. As you can see here, I'm positioning them together in a way that it's gonna be its final form. Now what I'm doing is sanding the pieces so we don't have splinters, and the overall quality is gonna be better if we have a smooth surface. Once the sanding is done, the next step is to glue these first 2 pieces here. They are going to form the base of the cradle. As you can see here, I'm putting glue in the edge of this piece of wood, and I'm going to glue these 2 pieces edge against edge. I understand it's not the best way to glue them together, but at least once the glue is dried, we can have both pieces held together, so we can add our 3rd piece, which is going to give us a stronger structure. Here you have another angle where we have the form. It's like an M. And here I'm just using some painter's tape so the two pieces are held together and won't move while the glue is drying. We're gonna remove this later. Once the glue is dried, I can now remove the tapes, and as you can see here, both pieces are glued together and held one against the other. Now what I'm gonna do here is to attach the third part. I'm gonna use the super glue to add some points of contact in both sides. And finally I'll add the wood glue, so it's gonna be a stronger bond between these three pieces. Spread a little bit with your finger, and it's gonna be okay once dried. And finally place the third piece on top of those already glued together. Align a little bit so they are in the same length. This is the result so far of our bookbinding cradle. As you can see, we have a fourth piece that's gonna slide to hold the paper against the cradle. And what I'm going to show you right now is the addition of a stopper. So when I press the paper against the cradle, it's not gonna go over the length of the cradle. To do this, I just need to cut an extra piece of wood, which I didn't measure too much. I just eyeballed the cut and the size, and we are gonna use this as our stopper. Here I'm just checking where I'm gonna place it. I'll add a good enough amount of super glue so it can be a strong bond between the pieces. Once again, just eyeballing where I'm gonna place this, and just keep both parts pressed for a couple of minutes, and the super glue is gonna do its job. Here I'm testing the sliding feature and also testing how it's gonna work when the signatures are going to be punched here, just to see if it's working as expected, if both parts are holding the paper together. Now what I'm gonna do here is to measure spaces between each one of the holes that I'm gonna drill. I'm doing 1 centimeter as a space, and I'm gonna mark all the holes where they are going to be, and then I'm going to drill. Once all the holes are marked, I'm just doing another pass by marking the exact point or exact spot where I will drill the holes. We're gonna have enough holes for punching the signatures, so it's gonna be enough, this amount of holes here. Now it's just the job of drilling all the holes. And once it's done, we are ready to test our bookbinding cradle. A little bit of inspection here just to see if all the holes went through both woods. And to finish things up, sanding a little bit just to smooth the edges and remove any splinter. Sanding both parts where the holes were made will not only smooth the surface but also will allow the paper to slide better. Now that our tool is ready, I'm gonna do a final test here with a mock-up signature that I have. It's letter size paper folded in the middle, and let me try if the tool is going to work as expected. Just slide the upper part into the position and start punching the holes with an awl. You don't need to punch all the holes in sequence, you can space them, but here I'm just showing the result. I'll finish punching here, and in a minute I'll show you the result. There you have it. I did a little mistake there, but it's working as expected. Now you have your signature to be sewed together. And you can repeat the process with other signatures. It's a great result for such a simple tool, which will help us and accelerate the process of punching the holes in our signatures for bookbinding. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what I'm doing here, hit subscribe, like, and the notification bell. Share with your friends and stay tuned for new updates in the Page Odyssey channel. See you!